Is it possible that your limitations are not external? They're not circumstantial. They're not environmental. In fact, I want to submit to you that there is absolutely no experience that you will ever go through, no matter how tragic or painful, that can create in you internal limitations. That all limitations within you are created by you.
Hey guys, I'm backstage here at the Global Leadership Summit. It's been an incredible 2 days. Some really great moments throughout the time. And highlights for me would be James Clear talking about atomic habits and just really emphasizing how the way that you change who you are is by changing your actions and changing your habits. And it's just a great reminder to me to decide who I am by the choices I make every day. To me, that's just a lifetime takeaway. And so I'm already deciding to, at 65, I'm going to have abs, and so that I can actually have like daily habits move me toward that. And then listening to Jamie, one of the things that I thought was really important when Jamie Lima talked was talking about your relationship to rejection. I thought that was really important, that highly successful people are not stopped by rejection and how you define being rejected. And a lot of people are yelling, and when I'm rejected, I feel like I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, and I'm like, they're wrong. So, you reject me, I just assume that you just don't see the future very clearly. And it's how you relate to rejection that really can either slow you down or speed you up. And then listening to Craig Rochelle talking about trust and how to establish trust as a leader, and he talked about how one of the critical components for leadership and for developing trust is empathy, which of course I have such a high value for, and really understanding people and being aware of what they're going through and caring about them as human beings. And I just hope that anything I'm ever a part of has an incredibly high focus on the value of each person and always investing in people far more than they invest in us. And yeah, but really it's also like the big picture, that here you have 7,000 people on site, over 100,000 people live streaming across the world, and 350,000 are going to be watching this across the planet. How critical it is to get what you need to grow. That this is, to me, the big takeaway. People need to learn. They need to grow, they need to build into their own lives, leadership skills, teaming skills, culture skills. And this is the kind of environment where people get to do that. Hey guys. Which makes it, to me, so exciting that we're creating this space called the Arena. I don't know if I've been as excited about anything as I am about this space we're creating for a global community to come together to focus on growing as communicators and leaders and as human beings, and to create a space where we can just talk about everything. And I just have so many thoughts about philosophy and culture and theology and relationships, and where do you go talk about those things? Where do you go and explore what it means to be human? How artificial intelligence is going to shape our future? What are the effects of the environment in terms of human relationships and culture? And I just think we need to have a space where we can talk and blow up big ideas and dream huge dreams and erase boundaries that we thought were limitations. And can you imagine if your imagination and my imagination and the imaginations of thousands of people around the world begin to collide together? I mean, that's a super collider, when our dreams and our imagination and our ambitions and our drives all just come into one space. What kind of world could we create? The Arena is going to be the space where we go to war to elevate our thinking, to become our best selves. I think we say it like this: find your voice, master your message. That's the Arena. So talk about crazy scheduling. I mean, I fly in from Copenhagen via Munich right to Chicago, get up the next morning, and I'm speaking to 7,000 people live and 100,000 people live stream. And I get to do this talk about mind shift. And so it's a 15-minute talk or so about my new book and the concepts of why mental shifts are so critical and how to destroy internal limitations. And honestly, it was just so much fun. And that's what I told myself right before I walked on stage. If you ever wondered, what do you say to yourself right before you walk on a platform like that when you're talking to thousands of people? Sometimes it's something very deep, like this matters. And sometimes, you need to tell yourself, to focus. But this time, you know what I told myself? Have fun. And because I think sometimes we take ourselves too seriously. And I just wanted to open up my soul, open up my imagination. I wanted to go up there and I wanted to play with dreams, play with ideas, play with the possibilities of what could happen if thousands of people began to make these small, granular mind shifts and the kind of world it could open up for them, the kind of life it could help them create. And I can tell you, every one of these mind shifts liberated me. Every one of them set me free. Every one of them reshifted the trajectory of my life. And that's why I'm so excited about it, because when you begin to apply these 12 mind shifts, you're going to begin to feel as if you're a brand new person. Because by the way, there's a lot of argument about whether there's genius in people. I think there's genius in everyone. Others believe that genius is very rare and only given to a few. But this is what I do know. You don't have to be a genius to think like one.
Will you settle for the ordinary version of you? Or will you make those granular mind shifts that will unlock the God-given capacity inside of you and begin to live the life of your dreams? Take care.